We justify our existence by our opinion. But actually, if we look at the world, opinions have become so enabled and so amplified in their importance that when you look at things like the stock market, we're trading money on people's opinions as to what will happen with the price of salt in 10 years' time. So an opinion all of a sudden has generated into something materially very significant. People are going bankrupt and making billions based on that opinion. And that's just one opinion. We get confused that the strength of our opinion is the strength of our purpose. All of a sudden, we're in the wrong conversation. We're not actually helping. We are the problem. What is it that's going to be the cold water in our face that is, as humanity, make us into understanding that there's something else available to us? If I cast aside a higher power, how can I expect it to help me? So isn't it worth the risk to explore what a higher power might be? And I don't mean by a belief system. I don't mean by becoming adherent to someone else's belief system. I've been called a guru by many people, but I don't want that. I don't believe that's appropriate. I want people to believe in themselves and to feel better about themselves that way. And so to me, the power of the breath, and especially this is where the conscious connected breath becomes important. I've seen atheists breathe a conscious connected breath. I've seen people who are not just non-believers, but antagonistic to the practice. I've seen people that are addictive. I've seen people that are emotionally closed. I've seen control freaks. I've seen anything from anarchists to narcissists who've used the conscious connected breath, and I've seen them transformed in half an hour. I've seen people who are in the cage of a relationship and haven't made love in years become lovers again and become in renewed relationship in 30 minutes. I've seen what people would call miracles. I've seen people who could not physically see become sighted in an hour and a half. This we relegate to the miraculous. But I've discovered that the miraculous is actually happening all the time. It's not some remote strike of lightning that chose me and changed my life. The miraculous is, and therefore it's up to us to pay attention to it. And once we cultivate the appropriate quality of attention, then that's something else that's waiting to happen can happen. And this has been now proven with quantum science. There are some quantum physics. There are some things that will not occur unless you are present. So what does that mean? There's a lot of material we can work with, but it's not about knowledge. It's not about intellect. It's not even about emotion, even though emotion can be the doorway through which we can discover the other, something that we don't know. It's a quality of attention that we can give.